Empowered Parents in Community is a community-based parent organization created to dismantle systemic racial inequities through collective organizing and intentional engagement of Black parents. We do this through various programs, of which one is our Parents of African American Children's Initiative, our PAAC. The PAAC work began in 2016 at one school when 3 Black mothers learned about the student academic achievement gap. As parents learned about these disparities in their school, they did everything they could to research best practices for closing the achievement gap. First, they learned it is not about achievement, but opportunity, implicit bias, and systemic racism. Based on recommendations from the North Carolina Public School Forum by a racial equity committee, the parents learned that there are key indicators to support closing the opportunity gap. We have prioritized these principles in the schools that we serve to achieve greater equity in access and closing the opportunity gap. Teaching staff diversity. Did you know that Black students who had just 1 Black teacher by 3rd grade were 13% more likely to enroll in college? If they had 2 Black teachers, then it jumps to 32% likelihood to enroll in college. It also reduces the likelihood of dropping out of high school by 29%. If you're wondering why, the study found that Black teachers are more likely than white teachers to have higher expectations for Black students. This was published in the National Bureau of Economic Research in 2018. Another principle is rigorous curriculum. Teaching from a growth mindset opposed to a deficit mindset is important. And sharing a brief example, if a parent wants their child tested for advanced intellectual and gifted programs, it is interesting to see how the staff may respond. If you tell the parent, well, if he fails, he will not be able to retake the test for a year. Or if you tell the parent, if she doesn't make the score required, then we can nurture her. This is an example of belief in ability and belief in growth or deficit. This is what was observed in one of the schools in which we began our PAAC work. We also prioritize resources and equity for children with special needs. We prioritize integrated schools and classes. We have to take a look at who's in which classes, who's in honors and AP classes. We have to consider what gatekeeping practices may have occurred, access to creation of a safe, warm, welcoming environment for all students is what we strive for. We have to close the gap in the school discipline practices. Research has found that Black boys are 4 times as likely to be suspended as their white peers for the same behavior. So one of the things we prioritize is discipline practice and priorities in the different schools. And last, the priority of culturally responsive pedagogy. Whereas curriculum is decided at the state level, parents can influence areas in their schools, such as the media center and classroom books, and help to determine if the books are representative of the diverse students in those classes. So these are type of efforts that we support in our PAAC to closing the opportunity gap. Thank you for taking time to hear about the EPiC priorities to closing the opportunity gap. We are intentional and we get results. If you would like to learn more about EPiC, please follow the bit.ly address and complete a short interest form and someone will be in touch. Thank you.